Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I have another plan with me for you guys. This is for the week of August 12th through August 18th. And it is back to school week for my 3-year-old. This is his first year of school. He is going to pre-K. And yes, I'm excited about it. But at the time I was super nervous. So this kit is from Caress Press. It is called School Vibes. And I just loved it. I loved the colors of it. I just loved everything. And yeah, this is the, I think, full kit? Yeah, I think she calls hers full kits. But her shop is now closed. She is having a second baby. And so she is going to take care of those babies full time, which is a lot of work. So yes, I'm using a bunch of gold foil and I used a bunch of overlays too. Yes, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I used a bunch of overlays. I used overlay tapes from Simply Watercolor Co. and overlay tapes from Rose Colored Days. And then I did use Sadie Stickers full box overlays. But I really loved how this spread turned out. I think it turned out gorgeous. There's like the one thing that kind of I don't really like about it, and that is the header overlays, which I was kind of indecisive about to begin with. But that's the only thing that I wish I could change, but I'm not about to. So these date dots are from Wild Summer Designs. I love her date dots, especially with these date covers, because they kind of hold their own in there. The other date dots I like to use are the Rose Sadie stickers. Those are a little bit too petite. So I also did some white space on my sidebar. This was like the second week of doing some white space on my sidebar, and I really like how it looks. It does take up a lot more space, but I really do enjoy how it looks. So I did 2 habit trackers, one for skincare and one no spend, which went totally out the drain. And then in that half box I did put first day of school with a Toffee Bananas boy, and Caress Press, her bottom washi comes with a half box overlay. So I did use that overlay on top, and it looks so cute. And I also put first day of school from Letters to Apollo. She had like a school sampler sheet. So I used that one because there wasn't anything like that says like the grade, like what grade they're in, or just like school starts or something like that. So that's pretty much the only thing I had. So I used that on the side. And then I used the 15mm washi strip. I put it on top of the bottom washi, and then I just cut it so that I don't have to cut the paper. I mean, I don't have to cut it on the paper, which I don't mind either way. But with my slice tool, because it's dull already, like I need to get a new one or replace the thing. I have to press super hard for it to cut, and most of the time it cuts through the actual paper itself, which, like I said, I mean, it bothers me and it doesn't, but if I could just cut it while it's on the actual sticker paper, I might as well just do that. So as you see those foil header overlays, I kind of thought that maybe they would go with the spread because the spread has like a lot of plaid in it. So I thought like that kind of looks a little plaid-ish, but then it looks it looks kind of just messy, really. And then you can't even see the glitter header because of the overlay. Anyways, I wish I didn't do it, or I wish I would have only did it like over the full boxes instead of the whole entire spread. I feel like it is a bit much. So I'm just like kind of pre-planning, if you would say. I just filled out payday and bill due just so that I know that this is the week that the payday, because even though my planner is the majority like a memory keeping. I do use the monthlies. I do use those. Like for this part, I wanted to just kind of talk it through because this is my first time doing this one, and I want to do it as I'm doing it instead of doing a voiceover, because it's harder to explain what you're doing in the moment in a voiceover. So these are the wide boxes, and I've never used these, but it looks pretty easy, right? Like you just fold it over sideways like this. So when I initially laid down my foundation, I left these two blank because I was going to use these wide box extenders on these 2 days. So I have the wide box extenders, I have the pictures that I want to use, and then I do have bougie boxes, and I have the overlays. So that's everything I am going to need to do this part. Now, these are most likely going to need to get cut. So I have my scissors here. Okay, so I'm gonna take one off, fold it, if you can see, fold it in the corners like so. I should have left it sticking down so it wouldn't be as sticky on both sides. So hopefully that's right. And then this stuff is so sticky. Okay, and then what am I gonna do? I don't know if I should attempt to, I think I'll just try and do it this way. So then I'm just going to lay the, I should probably wipe that up. Okay, got my white out here. I didn't white out the other ones because Caress Press's paper is like super like thick. You pretty much don't ever see through it. So here I'm just sticking it down along the side and then on the top. So there we go. I mean, you could see, you can see through on that. I should have erased that because you can clearly see. And then here on top, okay, is where that's what I should probably do first before this sticks on that. So this one is supposed to be the, obviously the backpack, because that's part of the double box. So how to, it would make it so much easier if I could just put my face like right up on the thing, but then I don't want my face to be in the screen. Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay. So got the full box down. Perfect. Now I just need the bougie box. And put the bougie box here in the corner. There we go. So bougie box down, full box down, and I'm going to put the sticker, which is, I mean the picture, which is this one, in here. So as we could see, the tops is just a slightly bit too big, so I can cut off the top, or I could cut off his shoes. I think I'll cut off the top, and I think I'll just take off a little bit more than I need, just to kind of be on the safe side. So now I think it's gonna fit perfectly in there, and I am just going to take this off. Now this paper is from these like Polaroid zips, and then you just buy this sticker paper that goes in here, and it just prints it out on here, and then you know you can just use it. It's already sticky. But there are other like cheaper ways, like you can print your own. So this was first day of school, so I'm able to still use a full box and put in a picture and have extra space. So I don't compromise anything at all, which is amazing. So I'll do it again. I don't know if I should talk through it or not. Probably not. This one I'm gonna try to just fold it while both halves are still, while the other half is still on. See if it's a little bit easier to do it that way. And then probably, I don't know how I want to, probably I guess I'll just open it this way too against the, that makes the most sense to me. Okay, so then I'll take the other full box and I will leave right, oh my gosh, it's getting stuck. Oh no. This one has a little bit of the top. Like I put it a little bit too low, but I don't know if it'll stick or not. Okay, so then, oh, I should white out this piece again. Okay, and then just stick it right on there. Awesome. So for this one, I'm going to use this, which I'll put all the way at the top so that it covers up that sticky part that was showing through. Oh my gosh, now it's all wonky. I'll put it down too fast. Too fast, and went all sideways on me. I wonder if I could peel it up. It sounds like it's cutting it, but I have literally the cheapest X-Acto knife of life. Ooh, I feel like I got it. Okay. So I got some of it. It doesn't open as smoothly as the other one, but I don't want to lift all this up. But like it does overhang quite a bit. And I think that's why it's not. Oh well. Oh well. We'll have to deal with it. So then just another bougie box here on the inside so that the plans just fold, just go straight down. And then this picture was of the Doozium. This one is tons of ways too big. Too big on the side and too big on top. So I will just cut it down more on the side. Oh, I don't want to cut his head off. Cut it down more on top. Ooh, perfect. So yeah, that's basically how I do it. How I do it and why I do it. I love to put real pictures in my actual planner. So if I can put a real picture in my planner and still be able to use a full box, I definitely will. And now that she has these wide boxes and day extenders and all these type of extenders, it just makes it so much easier to have both in your planner instead of having to choose. So that is that part, and now I will just get on to day-to-day planning. I don't know, should I continue to just talk through it, or should I straight into a voiceover. I guess since I'm already doing this, I'll just talk through it. So I'm gonna move, this is done, and these are my half cut headers. These are the day wide, whatever they're called, extenders. And I think I'm just gonna clean up my area just a tad bit so I can get my life together. Okay, oh yeah, I didn't put a full box overlay on top of that one. So I love these. Oh my gosh, I cannot feel where the new one starts. Normally it's like super easy. Maybe this one? Yeah. I love these full box overlays. Oh my gosh, they are, first of all, they're so cost efficient. It's not even funny. And they're so easy to use. And I feel like it's a lot thinner compared to like when you use a regular full box overlay. They honestly feel like a lot thinner, but I mean, not that that makes a difference, but I really enjoy using them so much, especially if you get like a really awesome design. So now all of our foiling is done. Oh shoot, I forgot I needed the whiteout because I need to white out all these these lines. My planner is getting thick. Okay, so I want to finish the sidebar, and for this sidebar I have this little boy. Let me get my pen. I have this little boy from Paper Shire, so cute, and you can customize his skin color and his hair color. And then this script from Letters to Apollo that says first day of school. There you go, first day of school, in gold foil. So that is in there. And then the Caress Press bottom washi sheets come with like a half box overlay. So I'm just going to lay this right over, and it is so adorable. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so that is that. We are done with the full boxes, and now we can start on Monday. So on Monday, my husband had a day off, which is the only time I really, I mean, because I don't work. So these header overlays, to me, they kind of felt like they might have went with it because they were plaid, but now I'm kind of feeling like, did I do the most with those header overlays? They feel like a bit much, but I think what I'm going to do is put in some blue here and a half cut headers. I do feel like if you want to do the some plus some white space planning on a budget, the half cut headers are definitely the way to go. They make it if you're on a budget, really, because they make it really affordable. You can use one whole sheet for an entire spread, and you still might possibly have some left over. So this day off script is from Letters to Apollo. She has my absolute favorite lettering. I love it. I wish I could own every single one of her scripts, but obviously I'm drinking coffee, sorry. Obviously that's super expensive. So day off, and then my son had a hair appointment, which I really wanted to use a little thing, but I feel like I don't really like when the script kind of goes over the box that it's in, but I feel like I'm not gonna have the choice. I can cut these. I did already like cut them with my, but then I don't want to use a fancy box, a fancy label. Okay, so I'll probably just use this and do the pink. So like I said, I did already pre-slice them up with the my slice tool and a ruler. But yeah, some white space planning is my absolute favorite type of planning, and it can be a little bit on the pricey side, but I feel like if you do the half cut headers, that's probably your best bet. And I even still use Scribble Prints Co's rose gold because it's not like, even though it's a little bit more on the pink side, it's still, I feel like I'm missing a sheet, or am I losing my mind? Oh, I am losing my mind. Because here it is. Here's the sheet. Her prices are just the most cost efficient for foil, for the even the rose gold, even though it doesn't like match a lot of other rose gold because it is really on the pink side. When you do this some white space, you can't really tell too much that the foil is like pink, if that really bothers you, because I know like some people, they really like to make sure their foils match, which I mean, you can do what you want because it's your money and your planner. So just try to lay these out. So he had a haircut, and then I'm doing this out of order because I want that box to go on the full box page thing. So I think, I don't know if this is going to fit. No, it's not. So I have to find something. I wonder if one of these would fit. This brown one. Oh yeah, he fits perfect. But now I feel like this one is hella crooked. Sometimes I feel like putting the top and the bottom down is like the best way, because then you can fit the insides perfectly. So then we went to Costco, which I know everyone's obsessed with going to Target and stuff, but I love Target too, but I love Costco. Oh, so also on this day, let me cut these. The oldest kids that we have, the 14-year-old and the 10-year-old, they were like, hey, what's for dinner? What are you planning on making? And I said hamburger helper, and they were like, oh, we can make it. We were like, what? So we left them here when we went to go pick up our oldest from his first day of school. We left them here, and oh man, I don't know if I want to use this or not. Oh, probably not. Okay, we left them here so that they can, just stay here instead of waiting in the car for hours. So when we left them here, when we came back, they were like, okay, now I see why people love bougie boxes, because if you make a mistake, it don't make no difference. You can just lift it right on up. Okay, so when we came back, they had, they had hamburger helper made. Well, actually, they had a menu for us, right? So we had our own menu. They colored it, like they wrote it themselves, and they put like parents night out, and they put like appetizers was like chips, like bags of chips that we had. And then they put bags of chips, the different kinds, and then they put like the drinks. So we only had tea and water. So they put tea or water, and then they put I don't know if I want to. They put tea and water, and then they put the dinner. Your only option was hamburger helper, and then you could pick if you wanted regular bread or garlic bread and how many pieces you want. It was so cute. So the oldest, the 14-year-old, he was the waiter, and then our 10-year-old, she was the chef, and it was so cute, and it was so funny, and it was so thoughtful. I loved it. It was so fun. I had so much fun, and I was so amazed that their little brains thought of that all by themselves. They just felt like we needed like a time to ourselves. Plus maybe because I cried all day that day, because my 3-year-old went to his first day of school and I cried so much. Not like, you know, so much, but I cried a lot. And then like all random times throughout the day until we picked him up, I cried a lot. So I think they just wanted to do something nice for me, which I really appreciate them taking the time to even think about that and doing it and making it. They washed the dishes and they cleaned up and everything. It was so sweet. So they called it Parents Night Out and we had a blast. My husband was kind of like, what is going on? He's gonna be like a party pooper at first. He was like, I'm not trying to get food poisoning. You better make sure that food's cooked right and blah. But then eventually he just shut his mouth, I guess. I was like, don't ruin this for me. So anyways, that was Parents Night Out and that was so cute. I loved it. And they put a fireplace on YouTube on the TV. So it was like crackling fire, but they put the volume on so loud, so the fire was like crackling so loud. It was like, oh my gosh, it was so funny. And like we had to keep telling our waiter, can you come refill our drinks, or can you take out our trash please? Our table is getting really dirty. And he was like, oh my god. He's like, you guys are the bossiest people ever at our restaurant. We were dying. So yeah, that was that. And then my 3-year-old started his first day of pre-K. And oh my gosh, I was so excited and so sad. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so he's only been with me. And it was just really scary, you know, to like trust him in someone else's hands. Like I feel like, what if he slips through the cracks? What if something happens to him? No, you know, like nobody watches your kid better than you do. And anyways, I was just going crazy. But everything ended up being good. He had a great time. He did not cry at all. He did not cry when, let me think about where I'm at. Okay, so I got, to tell you something. Okay. So he did not cry at all. He did not cry when we dropped him off. I mean, period. He did not cry, period. Okay, that kid, he made it through. And I was the one crying like a crazy person. So he went into the class. We took him in. And he was like, wow. And we had been telling him, explaining to him, like, we're going to take you, we're going to leave you there for a little bit, and then we're going to come back and get you. So he was like, okay. So he kind of understood the fact that, like, okay, you're just going to leave me here for a little bit, but you're going to come back. And I think that what was very important, like that he understood that we were coming back for him. Because I was afraid like he was gonna feel abandoned or something, but he didn't. And he like understood that, okay, mom and dad are gonna come back, it's just gonna be for a little while. And he did really good. He didn't cry, but he still hasn't made any friends. He's been in school for 3 weeks. He hasn't made any friends, which is fine. I don't need him to be like the most popular kid, but I kind of wanted him to at least have one friend, you know. Kind of makes things a little bit easier if you have one. But he's so used to hanging out with older kids that I feel like he thinks even kids his age are babies. He's super smart. Like if you could have a conversation with him, you would understand. He is super smart. Like his communication skills are really, really high up there. So I feel like he acts like everyone is a baby and he's not, but I'm like, they're your age. But he just looks at me like I'm dumb if I say they're your age. So I had a sticker here and it has gone missing. I don't know where it went. All the stickers stick onto the back of that paper, I mean perfectly, except for Arctic Paper Studios. The stickers just fly. Oh, look. Here's one of them. Oh my gosh. These stickers, they just do not like to stick on there. I feel like I accidentally put one more thing. So this is nothing because I shouldn't have put that. Whoopsie. Okay, well, anyways, that's that. So yeah, he did great. He didn't cry the first day, the second day, he didn't cry at all. So now we're just working on the friends thing. I said, you need to just have one friend. But he don't care. He don't care either. So that's another thing. He can care less if he has a friend or not. So I guess it doesn't really make a difference. At least to him, he could care less. Okay, so that's pink. That's the blue. I think I'm going to go with, because this is the yellow, so I think I'll try and go with brown. And okay, so he started school, and then my husband's aunt, she was in town from California, and I love her. So she came to visit on Monday too. And then we watched that TV show, To Tell the Truth. If you haven't watched that show and you like game shows, you should definitely watch it. If you like to guess, like if you like to try and figure things out, you would like that show. It's a really, really good show. And it's a game show. And it used to be on like back in the day apparently, but they brought it back and I love it. We all love it. We all play it together as a family. We all watch it together and like try and guess together. So then on Tuesday I did paint my nails. I was starting to paint my nails. My stepdaughter does it. And then my husband's niece, she pretty much stays with us all the time. She paints her nails too. So then I was like, oh, well then I'll paint my nails too. So I started it and I enjoy it. I remember why though. I don't really care to paint my nails too often because I get so annoyed having to paint them like every week. Because I hate, like as soon as they start to chip, I'm like, I need to paint them. Because I hate the way chipped nails look. I'd rather have no nail polish at all or chipped nails. I mean, or as opposed to having chipped nails. What am I trying to say? Okay, so then we also did go to Walmart. So I need to write that in. Oh no! I didn't pull any stickers, so I'll be right back. And we're back. So I completely forgot to pull out stickers. Somehow I just skipped it for the rest of Tuesday. So we went to Walmart, and then after that, I spent some time organizing some stickers. So, oh, snap. I have this script here. If you want to see like a sticker storage or like how I store my stickers or collection, then let me know. I would be more than happy to do a video like that. But just let me know down in the comments. So I feel like this would, maybe not, but I don't have anything bigger because her, oh yeah, this would fit a little bit better. But then that's like hella big. I mean, I think I'll probably just do this one. Okay. I would be more than happy to do that. This clear sheet of paper is from GP Sticker Studio. It's from an actual kit that I had from her from a while ago. And then I just kept all of the backing, all of the sheets. I just like peeled off everything else and I kept it all. And that's what I use. And I really like it because you can clearly like see if you want to see if or how something would fit on a certain type of label or something. You can just match it up on there. Or you can also like get 2 sheets and just layer them to see like how you would want to layer some stickers together. just layer one on one clear sheet and then stack it on top of the other one, and that way you can get like a better idea of how you think it's gonna look. So I have enough space for there because I don't think, because these are all, she doesn't have like, yeah. Okay. So this one would need one at the bottom as well. And it would go just like that. Okay, so then we went to Walmart, and then I did organize some of my stickers. I do not like these stickers for some reason to like overlap so much. So to kind of avoid that, I just constantly like either trim with my X-Acto knife or trim with the scissors. I don't know what it is, but like for some reason it didn't bother me before, but for some reason it does. And it also to me makes it look a little bit more cleaner. So yeah, I organized my stickers, and then I was, ooh, I might have to move this around. Dang it. Or maybe I could put something else here because I only have 2 more things to put in. Sheesh. I'm probably gonna end up using 2 half boxes, or maybe, I wish she had like 3rd boxes, because I could use, ooh, maybe I could use this size. So what I kind of do for 3rd boxes, which really isn't even, I don't know if I should do, okay, what I'm gonna do is put one on the half box right here. And then I think right here for this one, where's my sticker? Dinner at Parents. See, that still kind of hangs off, and because it's white, it looks crazier to me. So I'm going to find something, ooh, maybe this one, and put it down here on that, and now I have this much room. Now I know I have that much space to put, and this actually would fit perfectly in there. But do I want to do blue? Yeah, I guess I'll do blue. So what I normally do is mark it across here, and then I cut them here, and it kind of makes them smaller than half boxes. But what I want to try is doing it kind of like right where it kind of turns. It's just really honestly super hard to get it, like, to know if you're getting it, to know if you're getting it straight. So now you see I butchered that one. Let's try it on this side. Okay. Okay. So now you have a box, and it fits a label. Okay, so what did I say? What was here? Organize. And I was late to pick, oh, so this one I'm gonna put, like, I do laundry every single day or something, so I'll put like some type of cleaning thing in here. Oh, no, family time, duh. This was gonna be for family time. But instead of family time going at the end of the day, it's gonna go right here. And then I was late on the 2nd day of school. Can you believe this? I was late to picking up my son. For some reason, I thought, because their school only has pickup as a drive, like you can only drive up to pick them up. You cannot park your car and walk. and like get down, you can only drive. So for some reason, I thought I had to be there at 4:15, like a dummy, and the gates open at 3:15, and the school gets out at 3:45. So I was hella late. Thank God that, you know, the first day of school or like the first week, there's like the lines are so long that it doesn't make a difference anyways if I was that late. I mean, it does make a difference in the sense of like you take longer for you to pick up your kid, but you're not like late as in like they're gonna charge you like a late fee for being late. But yes, I got there at 4:15. I was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, wait, why is the line so long? And I texted my husband. He was like, you're supposed to be there at 3:15. I was like, oh my gosh. And then I started crying because I felt so bad. I felt like I abandoned him, and like he was gonna be freaking out and crying and like, why didn't you come get me? And like I just started freaking out. Like I'm that person. My emotions get like the best of me and I just start bugging out. So I was really stressed out because I felt like he's gonna hate my guts for being so late, or he was gonna feel abandoned and like everyone's getting picked up, but my mom forgot about me. But he didn't, of course. He did not cry. He didn't even know. He didn't even know what was happening because there were still a lot of kids getting picked up. Like the wait was like an hour and a half. So technically I didn't have to wait an hour and a half because I was there an hour late. But yeah. So on the second day of school, of course, I did not pick up my own kid on time. But he is fine. We are fine. Everyone is fine. I did not freak out anymore after that. So, and then we went to go have dinner at my parents' house. My mom cooks like a family dinner every single week on Tuesdays, and all of us, the whole family goes. Like my sister, I only have one sister. Let me not act like I have like 5 million siblings. I have one sister. So her and her 2 kids are there, my mom, my dad, and then all 6 of us. We all go. And yeah, it's a good time. I don't have to cook, which I appreciate. I do not have to cook at all or clean. And we just go enjoy our time there, and it is so much fun. I think I put these on the front. So bummed I did that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. So if I I think what I'm gonna do is, I don't know if I should put him all the way, yeah. So then we just went to go have dinner at my mom's every Tuesday. So much fun. And if you have a family and you don't get to see them all the time, you should definitely try and schedule once a week, once a month, sometime, to be able to see everyone, catch up, hang out, see what's going on in everyone's life. And then on Wednesday, my husband had to work. That's normally his day off, but instead he had to work, and that script is from Letters to Apollo again. Then I also did film a haul video, and this washi stack is from the kit, and the film script is from Scribble Prints Co. And then I did edit my plan with me, and that bear sticker is from Grin and Bear It, and the edit script is from Letters to Apollo. Dang it, it went down. Okay. And then, so not too much exciting. Then I had a coffee, like I said, not really exciting. Nothing too exciting happening here. So I had a coffee, which I only drink iced coffees because it is way too hot to drink regular coffee. And I make my iced coffees at home, and I feel like it is the best. I love it. I used a French press to make the iced coffee, and it tastes so good. This script is from Scribble Prints Co., and this is from the kit itself. And then I also did read. So I have been reading, or I already finished, but I was reading the Twilight series. Like, I'm so late on the Twilight series, but I was trying to find a series to read that was available, because I do have like a library on my phone as part of our local library. So I was trying to find something that was available, that was a trilogy, blah, 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 blah. So I saw the Twilight popped up, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll read like what the hype used to be about. And the books are really, really good. I attempted to watch the very first Twilight movie, and I could not. Like, I could not watch it. The music was crazy. It was just too much. I was like, what is happening here? What is going on? I cannot handle this movie right now. So I finished watching the first one, but never again would I would I watch another one. So I wish that these, like, this is a full kit, and I feel like there's still stuff that I feel like I'm missing to just make this kit work for me. She gives you a ton of half boxes, but I'm not like a real big half box user, so it kind of just goes to, not really goes to waste since I cut them down. But I just need like more of this, a little bit thicker size. So yeah, Twilight, I read all 4 books. If you're looking for like a decent read, that's a good one. That's pretty good. I could see like why people were really like the books. The movie, on the other hand, is another thing, but I don't think I'll be watching any of the other movies from the series. And then I was just really emotional that day. The baby, ever since my son started going to school, the baby is just like, I don't know, he is just acting crazy. Like, he doesn't ever act like this. And so my husband came through the doors this day, and I was literally crying because the baby had, oh my gosh, I forgot the lost sticker. I don't know where it's at. It's right here, but I don't know where the other one is at. That's so weird how it just like legit disappeared. Is it on my shirt? No, it's not on my shirt. It's like nowhere. I have not seen it. Oh well, let me just use this one from the kit. Normally he's like a really, really happy baby, and lately he's been crying like a crybaby for everything. And he just like cries. I know it's probably because he just misses his older brother, but he cries so much and it drives me insane. I just was having a moment and I was starting to freak out. So yeah, this is the first half of the week, and I will be back to finish the rest of the half. I will probably end up doing the rest of the half sped up, because normally I film while there. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this part. If you prefer these talking ones, then let me know, and I could try and do more like this. If you don't care, then you don't have to leave a comment. But if you prefer the talking ones, then let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try to accommodate. But yeah. So hope you guys enjoyed that part. Let me know down in the comments below again if you prefer like a talk through, or if you'd want like a full talk through. I was going to do the talk through, but if I would have done that, I wouldn't have time to have finished this video, because I would really have to change how I plan if I do a talk through, because it's kind of hard, because most of the time I film during the day, like when the boys are awake, and So I would just have to kind of like change that around. So anyways, I don't even know what I was saying before I cut myself off. But yeah, so for Thursday, I did do the payday and then pay bills. And I also did film a plan with me. I also did some reading. I cleaned. I did some yoga, and we went for a nice family walk. And then the boys, my husband, and the two little ones, the 1-year-old and 3-year-old, they played some basketball, and it was so cute to see them. It was so cute. But yeah, that is what we did on Thursday. So I really, really loved how these boxes came out. I hope the whole thing was like easy to understand the way that I was trying to explain it. And then I hope it was making sense. The reason why I don't like to do like talk through while you're trying to put stickers down is because sometimes I hate repeating myself, and I hate when you watch a plan with me and the person's like repeating themselves 500 times because they're trying to focus on what they're doing. And it's hard to like focus and talk at the same time. So instead they have to repeat the where they keep stopping at like 500 times before they keep on. You're like, okay, I get it. So I hope I tried to pay attention to make sure I didn't do that. So hopefully I didn't. Hopefully it wasn't like too annoying or anything. But yeah, the yoga script is from Letters to Apollo. I don't want to get too ahead, but at the same time, I'm not trying to like drag this out any longer because this is the longest plan with me I've ever done. So, where am I? Friday. So Friday, I was up all night with my 3-year-old. So this was what, the second week of school? No. School just started this week. Okay, so school just started this week, right? My son, when I dropped him off, he did not cry at all. He did so good. He did so well. He didn't cry, period. Like, no tears were shed when I dropped him off. When I took him to his class, I sat him down, and every time I would walk out the door, like, I would keep, like, looking back in. Like, he couldn't see me, but he never cried. Never. Just, he did so good. So the next day he didn't cry. The day after that he didn't cry. But then the weekend, okay, once the weekend rolled around, so Friday, when my son has slept in his own room, in his own crib, since he was 9 months old. Never once have we had an issue with him. Like, once he goes to sleep, he stays asleep. The only time he wakes up is if he's sick. And even then, he doesn't even fully wake up. He just kind of gets a little whiny, but he doesn't actually, like, leave his room. Well, Friday night, or Thursday night, yes, Thursday night, he was up every hour. And he was up in our room. He was coming to our room at almost every hour on the hour. And he wasn't crying. He wasn't, he just said he just wanted to lay with us. He just wanted to lay with us. That's all he would say, right? So I would take him back to his bed, because I do not want him to get into the habit of sleeping with us in our bed. So the kid, they do not sleep with us. So I would take him back and take him back and take him back. And then he did it again. He did it a few times on Saturday. But on Saturday, I think I was kind of like asleep, that I didn't hear him come in the first time. So my husband let him sleep. My husband's not as crazy as I am. My husband let him sleep in the bed. And then, like, I turned and I look, like, I'm still like half asleep, but I see that the door is open. And I was like, what the heck? And I sat up, and I see my son is in the bed with us. And I'm like, no, sir, you got to go. So I got him out, and I put him back in his room on Saturday. So that was Friday morning, right? So then Friday I did get new releases, and I bought my very first house plant, which, oh my gosh, I'm in love. And I want 500 million house plants, but I do not want to kill them. So I got an aloe vera plant, and he is still alive. I've repotted him to a beautiful terracotta pot, and I love him. He looks gorgeous. So I got a aloe vera plant that day. I also had coffee, and then we had Firehouse subs, which they are by far my favorite, like, sub type place. I love it. Like, that's not like a sit down restaurant, even though technically you could sit down, but you know what I mean. Firehouse subs. And then we watched the movie Gunpoint. It's on Netflix. It was a pretty good movie. And yeah, so if you like, what kind of movie is Gunpoint? It's definitely an action movie, because there's definitely, like, guns in the movie. So you have to like action to enjoy that movie. So then on Saturday was the same thing, but I was able to sleep in a little bit more on Saturday because obviously there's no school, so I wasn't in a rush then. But Saturday I slept in a little bit. We went to Shake Shack. We went to meet my husband for lunch, which we don't really do hardly at all. But he just so happened to be in that area, and so we went to Shake Shack for lunch. I also went on a grocery run, and we did go to the museum. So on his lunch break is right next to the museum, so we were able to go there after we had the Shack and hang out there for a little bit before he had to go back to work. And they kind of change out their exhibits, I guess pretty frequently. Not really. So they do change out their exhibits, and this one that they added was like a whole like tool set, which my son loves. He loves tools. He loves building things and putting things together and stuff. So I put a picture of him, and that was a wide box extender, and oh, I love it. I love the wide box extenders. They are genius. So put that little cute picture of him in there. And then the Plan With Me did go live that day. I also painted my nails again that day. Did some more reading, and we had some more family time. Okay, so Sunday, I was up all night with my son. Again, he did the exact same thing. Almost every hour to every hour and a half, he was waking up, coming to our room all night long. So then I'm like, okay, I took him back to his room, and then one of the last times I had taken him back to his room, like, I was praying for him, and I'm thinking, like, while I'm praying, I'm like, what has happened? Like, what? I wonder if something has happened or something's happening at school that's causing him to wake up so much, like, so often. And I really could not figure out what was going on. Okay, so I had to pause the voiceover because I could not figure out. I felt like, how the hell am I already talking about Sunday, but I'm barely showing Saturday? Anyways, I got so confused. I've paused this thing like 500 times because my dad keeps calling, my husband called, everyone decides they want to call, so I keep pausing it, and now I'm just so confused. Okay, so anyways, like I was saying, I was thinking, like, while I was praying, I was like, what is happening that could possibly be making him, like, wake up? Because this is not him. Like, he never has issues sleeping. He, like, something is wrong. So I, was just thinking about it and, like, praying about it. And I'm like, the only thing that has changed is that he has started school. And because he did so well, like, he didn't cry, he never fussed, he's excited, like, he talks, like, he even like, he's excited even when he talks about school. Like, it's not something like he's like, oh, I hate it, or I don't want to go, and, like, it's not like he's saying that kind of stuff. So I really was having a hard time trying to figure out what it was. And then, like, I thought that maybe he's having a hard time. Well, no. Okay, so I had looked it up, like, I was just looking up, like, things about kids going to school, like pre-K and kinder around his age. And then I found, like, this one article that basically says that even though even though they're so young, they can have, like, separation anxiety. And it described, like, them waking up during the night or crying more often or something like that. So basically the thing that they had described about this waking up was exactly him. And it made complete sense. So basically what they were saying is, like, your kid, even though, like, they may have, like, a good experience and a good time at school, that they're worried that it's a big change. And so, they're leaving you all day. And it's just a big change. It's stressful, and it's separation anxiety is what it is. And it's causing them to always kind of like be worried, like, are you coming back? Are you going to leave? So that's basically like what's stemming that, always wanting to be around, always wanting to come back, always wanting to be there, because they're afraid, I guess, that you're not going to, because they're going to school or whatever. So yeah, that was that. And that one of the things that they recommended is that you can, like, when you put them to sleep, to like tell them, well, I don't even know if that was recommended or not, but just reassure that you're not going anywhere. So basically what I started to do that night is like tell him, like, hey, you're good. You're just going to go to sleep. Mommy and daddy are going to be in the room. And when you wake up, mommy is still going to be here and daddy's going to be at work. Like, basically reassuring him that, we're not going anywhere. We still love him. We're always going to be here. And, I would say, what was that? That was Sunday, right? And I don't think ever since then, he hasn't been back in our room. So now he's in his 3rd week, going on his 4th week of school, and he's doing great. He doesn't have any friends still, but he's doing great as far as his sleeping. He's not waking up all the time. Doesn't seem like he's stressed. His work is good. I haven't had any complaints from the teacher. So he seems like he's doing really good. But I thought that was really interesting that, that they can get separation anxiety. I never thought about it. I was thinking, at first I was thinking he was just trying to be sneaky and sleep in our bed. But for it to happen so much, I knew something was up. And I thank God that that's all it was and not anything more serious than that. So I was asking him, like, are you going to the restroom by yourself? Is somebody going to the restroom with you? Is somebody helping you? Is someone, touching you inappropriately? Because I talk to my kids all the time about it. Like, you better make sure you go by yourself. If someone, always talking about inappropriate touching. Because you never know. Nowadays, I feel like everyone is just being inappropriate all the time. So you got to prepare them and talk to them about it. Make them feel like, it's a safe place for them to tell you if something's happening. So yeah, that was my week. Crazy, emotional week for me. This was a very long plan with me. And if you guys stuck it out, power to you. I normally do not watch talk throughs because I feel like they're so long. And I actually watch plan with me's. I don't just put it on for background noise because I like to like see and put the sticker down and like all that stuff. So I normally actually watch them. So to have to sit and watch someone for a whole hour, that's a lot. And I also did slow down the speed. So normally I do this at 4 times, and right now it's at 2 because I felt like I'm talking so fast to try and keep up with the 4 times. But now I feel like I have to kind of talk slow because if I don't, I'm going to really have like a lot of dead air, which I feel like maybe I can just shut my mouth and put some music on and you wouldn't mind. So I don't know. All these ideas. You guys can let me know down in the comments below. Do you like it 2 times? Do you like it 4 times? Would you rather do a complete talk through? Do you like half and half? Half talk through, half voiceover? Let me know what you guys are thinking. But I'm actually almost done. So this spread came out beautiful. I did use some deco bits around, and the deco is from Simply Watercolor Co. I am so hungry right now. Like when you're so hungry, you feel like you're about to pass out. That's exactly how I feel right now. I feel like I'm so hungry, I'm about to pass out. But if I go down, I don't even have the energy to even get up to go downstairs to get food. I don't know why I do this to myself all the time. But we are coming to the end. Even though this was a full kit, for some reason I felt like I was reaching for stuff. She just doesn't have a lot of the good sizes that you need, like enough quarter labels or stuff like that. Anyways, this video is a wrap. I'm done. I'm about to pass out because I'm starving. Like, I feel like I could feel myself sweating right now. Like, legit. Like, I'm sweating in my mustache. Well, where if I had a mustache. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me shut my mouth. I'm waiting for this to finish so I could just be done. So beautiful. Love those white box. Oh my gosh, they're so stinking cute. Love them. I think this spread came out gorgeous. I know my spreads are like foiled to the max, but I love it. Love it, love it. Nothing brings me more joy than looking at all this foily goodness. And I'm about to eat a brownie. That's what I'm going to eat first. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe, and have a great day.